And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the second part of Let's Play Sonic Unleashed. It's the lovely Zupersonic. And in the last episode, we started the game. I said episode again. You know what, screw it, just call episode part. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. And in the last part, we started the game. We've beaten the first tutorial stage and the first main stage. And we've gotten all of the Sun and Moon medals in said first stage. And also in... Okay, and also in Apato's day. And now we're gonna go continue on exploring Apatos at night to, you know, maybe talk to some random NPCs. But I think I've talked to pretty much everyone in here, so I can just completely ignore them and just go collect my sun medals and be over with it. See, the first sun medal is right here, and the other one is right by the shop, right here. Well, close to the shop anyway. So pretty much we've got all of the sun medals right here. So I think it's time to move on to the first night stage of the game, to get ourselves familiar with the Werehog mechanics. So the first night stage is, well, right here, like the game likes to point out to me. You see at the left bottom corner we have the live and unleashed and the shield button. We'll go into more detail later on, but first we can actually get 2 records. If I can get behind here, yes we can. See the suburbs Windmill Isle Day, and well, there's something for us to explore right here and over here, but we'll go into there when we have the means to getting there. So we'll be much more in the middle point later on in the game. So also there's actually something on top of here, the stage clear theme. So also, I think if we go over here, there's an extra life for us to collect. We cannot go there because it's blocked off by a stupid sign. Well, okay, never mind then. How about we just start Windmill Isle X1? We can also get all of these Sun and Moon medals right there in one run. I think you can get most of them in one run, but some may or may not require upgrades. But I think you can get them all in one stage right now. So how about we go and do that? And welcome to the other half of this game, which have been pretty much panned by any Sonic fan, the Werehog stages. So basically it's sort of a beat 'em up style like God of War in that kind of regard, but with Sonic. Yes, he went that way. Chip. I'm gonna go after later on. I want to explain the controls a bit first. Okay, your main means of attack are square and triangle, which are your main means of attack. So you can actually combo them with, you know, twice square, once triangle, twice square, and all the other fun stuff. Dark Guy first will fill my unleash gauge, is pretty much a short burst of energy, which you'll do more damage and you'll be pretty much invulnerable, which will be very handy later on. Let's see, we can actually double jump, so X jump, X twice to double jump. So you use your claws in midair. And circle is for grabbing, which we'll go into more detail later on. You can actually do it with the very small enemies, which you can see right there. So grab an enemy, for instance, and just throw it along the way, like this. Or, it's very useful, press circle and then triangle. Just spin it around like crazy, which can deal loads of damage. Get them to low health. There's also a critical attack. If you get them to low enough health, you will get a prompt for that you can use a critical attack right there by pressing the circle button. The higher the amount of energy for the enemy is, the faster the quick time event prompt will appear. So if it's low on health, it will appear a bit slower than, you know, when its health is higher. I took a bit of damage right there, which I was, you know, trying to explain things, and it's also a bit stupid on my part. There's actually a thing we can get in here. A few rings. Hey, it's something. Rings restore health, which is nice. So pretty much when you're playing as the Werehog, you want to check every nookie and cranny you can. See, there's the first sun medal right there. We can get 10 sun medals, 6 moon medals, I think 3 art books, and 2 records. It's pretty much everything we can get right there in, if we're lucky. So hopefully I'll try to collect them all so we don't have to backtrack here again. The key to getting a good rank in this is pretty much take your time, beat the shit out of everybody. That's pretty much all you need. And you can press the circle button to grab onto ledges. And press L2/R2 to run. So break open this door. Get ourselves another sun medal. Is it R2, L2? Yeah, L2, R2 is for run. L1 is for shield. You can backflip, and if you just press the X button while shielding. This will be very useful later on for the bigger enemies when we encounter them. But for now it's not really useful. We will be coming across one big enemy, as you may saw in the opening cutscene of this stage. Because there was a big enemy hiding in there. And you beat the shit out of him. That's pretty much the Werehog in a nutshell. Beat the shit out of your enemies. Let's see, we'll get a bit more down and go critical attack on him. Okay, X twice. The buttons always change, so you don't have to, okay, this enemy is going to be X twice and this one's going to be circle, circle. No, it's always randomized. I think it is always random. See, this is your first record in here. So, we've got one record out of 2, and we still need 3 more art books. Once you go through the door, you will pretty much be locked out of this. So how about we try to get... excuse me. I was trying to do something. How about we show off the Unleash mode? So press R1. Oh, frame is going a bit down. What was the problem with the PS3 version? It's going to be... yeah, it's a thing. So you're going to be seeing this a lot more when we encounter bigger enemies. See, getting a critical... excuse me. Getting a critical attack on him. And square. Booyah. He gets himself some extra points. It's not really necessary for an S rank, but it will help you along the way. So, suppose we explore a little bit. Try to get all of the yellow ores, because those will be useful for upgrading the Werehog, as Chip may explain. See, I don't think there's anything around here. No, I don't think there is. You can also use the right analog stick to change the camera a little bit. It's not really useful, not like 3D, you can only slightly change it. The trick for getting the ledge is just holding the circle button will be very useful. So I'll suggest you do that, especially in parts where things get a little bit more dangerous. Later on this level there's actually a bottomless pit section. So I'm going to be very careful with that. There we go. 3 out of 6. So, whoopsie daisy. I was a bit too far off from the ledge and didn't get the bottom prompt. So that was my own mistake right there. See if you can jump. I would suggest not using the sprint for jumping over bottomless pits, because 9 times out of 10 it will usually backfire and kill you. Let's see, going on here and change the direction with the control stick. Checkpoint. And go along here, you can get yourself another sun medal. See, we don't have a lot of sun medals right now, but don't worry, we'll get more of them as we go along the stage. It's actually, if you take your time, you should be maybe 20-25 minutes around the stage. But that means you've still got everything you can get, so which is very handy. I find this a very easy trick to just pick them up with circle and then hold the triangle button to get as most enemies out of the way as you can. Because we don't have the unleash meter full, just beat the shit out of them. Just alternate between square and triangle, that's what I always do. And when I have like 1 or 2 enemies down, I'm gonna use them with the critical attacks to get some extra points. Let's see, gotta get along him down to a bit of health. I can actually grab him when he's down. So I grab him when he's down, or not. Fine. Beat the shit out of you then. Excuse me, sir. I was trying to beat the shit out of you, trying to explain to my fine audience of ladies and gentlemen who are watching this. I'd like to thank you for watching, that is. Let's see, how about we open this door, and there's probably some goodies in here as well. See, another sun medal. Let's try to get everything you can. Get some more rings for later on, because you need to be buying stuff. And there's actually a ring in there that will pretty much restore all of your health, which will be really handy later on when we encounter more difficult levels, where your health will be depleted a lot if you don't know how to effectively use your shield. Which I'm still trying to figure out things how to use effectively. So, get this. Again, spinny rounds. Get another one. Sure, why not? La 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 la. It's the easiest way to get rid of all these small enemies I seem to find. Get a lot of small enemies in there. I think there's actually something hidden in this corner. Right here. Shooting? No, not here. Guess not. Alright. Speed shit up her. Right, let's go back to kicking ass. It's bound to be out. We haven't seen any art books yet. Well, it's not too far from here, I think. Whoops. Get him out of my back. You can also throw them, like that. But this is a much more effective way for you dealing with a lot of enemies right now. There we go. Oh, you get out of here. You can use the square button to throw them, and as demonstrated before, to use triangle button to spin them around like crazy. And excuse me, square button throw. See that? Yeah, he's dead. Okay. Using his cry. Yes, he's crying. Yes, let me lick the tears. Yeah, I explained that. Right, let's see anything hidden here. I think we've pretty much covered all of this. Ah, yes. The balancing beams. It's going to be very tricky. You want to be really taking your time, just slowly move the control stick forward. Unless you're really sure you can just easily move ahead. Like this, you can just hold the button forward and you'll be fine. It will be very tricky later on because there's one particular stage which loves these things. Whoop. Okay. I was not trying to do that, but trying to block while I press the wrong button. Nothing to worry about. As we move on along this game, we can actually upgrade more, get more combos, and all the other fun stuff. I kind of miss it. I'd like to get this 10 rings. Something behind here. Ah, there's the first art book. Oh, jeez, man, get out of my way. Get one. Yes. Spinning attack. That's probably a name for this. You can actually check your move list in the pause menu. I will be demonstrating that in a second. Let's see, they're all dead? No, there's a few more over there. Jeez, man. Oh, excuse me. I was trying to get the 10. Get out of the way. There we go. 230 rings. You see if we don't get it. I don't think we get an extra life by getting every single ring. Doesn't really have to. We can just easily get it. They give you lives along the way. It doesn't really. It will be ready. Search for lives. Unless we're talking about the more difficult levels when we move on later in the game. Let's see, we have 4 upgrade bars. It's not too bad. We'll get way more bars along the way because the upgrades will require more and more if we're gonna move on like that. Let's see, I think we're done here. Don't see anything we can do. Just tap the circle button to open doors and use levers. Failed to explain that just a moment ago. Let's see, our unleash bar is full, so how about we unleash havoc on these creatures? See what I did there? Yes, very nice. Okay. And once we upgrade everything on unleash bar will be longer, we have more defense, and life bar will be longer, and we have more combos we can use. Oh, the player must be gone. Alright, I was trying to say this. You can pause and look at your skills. See the move list you can have, all different combos, and these will unlock later on as we upgrade our attack power. The skills list. Let's see, there's actually a medal up here. You can use 2 ways to get it. I think last time you want to get a box or some sort of. Let's see if it's the one in here. Don't want to break it. I can also use this. I used this last time to cheese my way through. Circle button to pick this up. You can press the R2, L2 to speed things up. X to jump. I think I used this last time because I kind of screwed it up last time. You can actually stand on this and get yourself a little bit more height. And if you time your jump just right, let's see. If you time your jump just right, you can get yourself that moon medal right there. See, we only need 1 moon medal and then we're pretty much done with those. See, we're gonna need this for here. And the last one is going to be on the opposite side. Next to a few hidden goodies. See, there's a robot over there. He's expecting nothing. Oh, well, he saw me. Never mind. He suspected something. Suspected something. Let's get his health down a little bit. Right, now we can use the quick time event button prompt. So circle, not too hard. I think when you use that, you can also get a little bit more experience along that way. If you fail to do the quick time event, which I'll definitely show off later on, if I'm just not paying enough attention or I accidentally press the wrong button, then the enemy will regain its life and you'll take a lot of damage. Well, a lot. You'll take a bit of damage. Not a lot, because that will be very mean. Right, here we go. Hey! You bastard. Having a laugh. Stupid thing. Okay. No, that's it. See if there's anything in here. Just gonna knock through these doors. No, with all this racket, you think someone will be waking up from all this. Well, I guess not. Get out of the way. There's only one more remaining. I got him. See the second art book right there? We need one more art book and we need one more CD. One more record. And some more moon medal right there. Sun medal. Okay, we need 2 more sun medals, 1 moon medal, 1 more record, and 1 more art book. So we're doing so far so good on all of the collectibles. But I think we're nearing the conclusion of this level, because I think there's one section coming up with a lot of bottomless pits. Yep, it's right here. So after we take him off surprise, pick him up. Oh, didn't mean. Yeah, see? I was trying to demonstrate it. I was trying to pick him up and then throw him off the cliff. Because you can also do that if you're lucky like that. See, I'm about to retry this again. Well, I didn't quite demonstrate because I picked him up at full health. And the quick time event thing goes really fast when like that. Trying to drop down. Triangle. Let's see. Okay, now we're in a bombless pit heavy section. So I'm going to be concentrating a little bit. So you're pretty much boned when he's going to say whoa. Whoa. Like, need whoa, whoa, like als whoa, but... So if you take your time with the control stick, you should be just fine. And if you're feeling a bit daredevil-y, you can just jump along the way, hold circle, and you'll grab on the ledge. See, there's the last art book right here. Drop down, go along the side, circle, press the control stick up, and there's, I think, is our last sun medal. No, we need 1 more sun medal. Okay, get along the way, drop down. It will automatically grab the edge when you drop down, if you just take your time. If you just, speed it up, you will green off the edge and you will die. Which will screw you out of your high rank if you're trying to get that. See, drop down. Go along my way. I think the last moon medal's up where that enemy is. So we're gonna go there in a second. Is the spinning variety or the staying still variety? Okay, this is the staying still variety. Circle. Go along the pole. See if we can get this. And grab on the pole. If you pretty much hold circle, you're pretty much guaranteed to grab on the pole. Unless you're very far away, then you're pretty much screwed. So if you just see double jump, hold circle, and you're pretty much good to go. There we go. I think we need 1 more or 2 more medals. I think I screwed myself out of this because I'm missing one. Trying to think where it is. Do not wish to backtrack along this way because I'm now at a safe point. Okay, how much do we have? We have 1 more sun medal to go. Maybe for lucky it's in here. Unless I've screwed myself out of this. See, is it behind here? No, it's not behind here. Or is it behind here? That might be the case. That I didn't screw myself out of this. I'm gonna have to backtrack for 1 freaking sun medal. Well, I'm gonna pretty much cut to it, but we, going to backtrack along the way. And this is pretty much the end. I think what I just picked up now is high defense or high attack. I'm not too sure now, but before we attack them, go search around the area. See if we can anything useful to find. I think there's a record in here. Yeah, there's a record right there. I missed 1 sun medal. It's nothing to worry about. Okay, Alice, we take the big guy on. Get your unleash mode ready. He's going to jump, and once you jump out of the way, because he's going to create a shockwave, that will really hurt you. And if you're out of unleash, I suggest you kind of get this guy down by this health. And I didn't mean to get this guy. Well, let's kill him along the way, I guess. Get that big, ouch. Get that big guy. Excuse me. I think you need like 3 quick time events for this, and then he's down. When you take care of the big guy, the gold thing will appear. But I suggest if you want to get the most experience, you take care of the rest as well. Unless I accidentally move in the goal ring. That may be the case. I guess I'm going to have to... Ouch. I guess I'm going to have to backtrack for one sun medal. And I pretty much got off on the rest of them. Unless I cannot backtrack. Because I'm unlocked out of this. See, can we get 10 extra... Oh, damn it. I got 9. Oh well, we're done. Let's see, I think... yes, we get an S rank. So, since we get an S rank, on our nice time, we get ourselves a trophy. Which will be appearing in a few seconds. The Creature of the Night, I think the trophy's called. So you've got record 16. Yeah, Creature of the Night. Record 16, Arbor 64, 26, 24, and 61. I accidentally missed one sun medal. I'm going to go to it when we get there. When we have the option to go back. Okay, combat is for your skills. Strength is for how much damage you can deal to enemies. Life is self-explanatory. Your life bar. Unleash for your unleash bar. And shield is for your shield bar. How about we get one more? Get this one up to snuff to level 2. Let's see, unleash would be very useful. Combat and shield, and use the best for combat. There we go, and that's it.
Hey, Tails.
Sonic?
What are you doing out here?
Sonic, is that really you? That's a new look. What happened?
You know me. Never a dull moment.
Want some chocolate?
Thanks. That's some story. I'll bet that means that you turning into that and the planet breaking apart are somehow related.
I need to find Eggman and make him fix this, and fast!
About that, I think I know someone who might know something about what's going on here.
Oh, really?
Professor Pickle over at Spagonia University. I came to this city to gather some data. If we add that to his research findings, we might be able to get to the bottom of all this.
Spagonia? That's a continent over. An easy jog if the planet weren't broken.
No problem. My Tornado 1 will get us there in a flash. Let's get going.
Leave it to you, Tails. Let's get moving.
Well, it seems we got ourselves a new thing right there. We got the tornado stages, which pretty much quick time event the level. There's actually 2 of these, one in pretty much near end game.
Here comes the parade!
I've got this one, Sonic. Tornado, battle mode engage.
Which we're pretty much not going to do right now, because the part is already about 23 minutes long, 24 minutes. And I'd like to keep this for the next part before we do that. So we're gonna do that in the next part. Now get through this quick time event stage, which I'm going to have to be concentrating because there's trophy at stake. So thank you for watching. This is lovely Zupersonic signing off. See you then and see you at the next part.